Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, Wednesdays are usually my Christmas card making day, but I was going through my rubber stamps the other day, and I found a pile of too much fun rubber stamps that I hadn't used. So I love this pumpkin with the Halloween cats coming out of it. So today I'm going to be making a Halloween card instead, and this is too much fun rubber stamps. I don't know if this one has a name on it or not, but it's just the cat and the pumpkin. And it's kind of this will slide out of the pumpkin, hopefully if everything goes all right. So let's get started. Okay, today I'm going to be making my usual 5x7 card. So I have a 7" by 10" piece of cardstock that I scored at the 5" mark, folded it in half, and creased it with a bone folder. Then I have a piece of orange cardstock, and this measures 6 13/16 by 4 13/16. And then a piece of black cardstock. This measures 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And we're going to put those together so there's just a very, very, very narrow outline of the orange showing. Then a piece of white cardstock that measures 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. And then I just have a scrap piece of white to stamp my images on. So we're going to start with stamping the images because I need to do those first to let the ink dry a little bit. So I'll get out my Misty stamping platform and put my paper in here. And just put them on like this. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne. I'm doing that because I'm going to be coloring these with alcohol inks, and this ink works great for that. Let's see if we need more ink on here. Oh, no, those look perfect. Okay. So I'll just clean these off. Let's set those aside. And we'll pull this out and let this dry for a few moments while we put together what we can put together of the card. All right, so I'm going to glue these two pieces together. And you could use your double-sided sticky tape, your favorite glue. I better put the ink cap back on. Your glue of preference is all that you need. And this is just going to be a very, very narrow layer. And then I'm going to put this on the card front. And then I will stick my stamping platform on here and let this dry. And I have to apologize here as someone's coming to my front door, so I'm going to pause the camera. I'm back. I think I need to get one of those little lights out that say recording. Do not disturb, but that's all right. Now, I'm going to do some color blending for the background here. I have cut out, quite a while ago, I cut out this small die out of masking paper. I use it a lot for moons, and I want this card to have a moon on it. So I'm going to put it up here in the corner like that. And I'm going to use some GinaK colors here, Wild Dandelion, Sweet Mango, and Honey Mustard. And I'm going to start with the Wild Dandelion. And we're just going to color around where the moon is going to be on this card. going to add in some sweet mango. Get a little bit more up here. And I like GinaK's inks for blending because these colors have a smoothing agent in them. So what looks like mottled and splotty now will smooth out a little bit and the colors will blend. Now I'm going to put in some of this honey mustard, which is kind of an orangey brown. And I'm going to go over a little bit of the moon's yellow here with the brown. I think this is going to look nice behind my orange pumpkin. I'm going to get a little bit of orange now in with the brown. And my pumpkin's going to sit in this area. Okay, that looks not too bad. Now I'm peeling off my mask. And then I'm just going to take what's left on my yellow brush of the wild dandelion and just tone that white down just a hair. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now I need to stamp on this. So get out my stamping platform again. I'm using a rubber stamp from this Northwoods rubber stamps. This is a Halloween kit, and I'm going to use one Black Cats Prowl and Pumpkins Gleam. May luck be yours on Halloween. And did I peel that off already? It looks like I did. Okay. I apologize. I'm still not back to 100%, and my brain is quite fuzzy. Fuzzier than usual. All right, let me put you on pause while I find that. Found it hiding. I'm going to put that down here, right below there, because I have this pumpkin I cut out already, and I just want to see. I was playing with some colors, and I did this on photo paper, which I realized you don't want to do unless you really give this ink time to dry. So we're going to put that on here. Oh, that looks good. Very good. Okay. Now we'll sit that over with the stamp where it belongs. And I'll leave out my stamping platform here because now I want to cut these out. I apologize. Somebody's at the door again. Let's try this again. All right. Now, I'm going to cut these pieces out. And I'm not going to leave any white if I can help it. I want it just to be right, just a black outline. Okay. Oh, I didn't need my stamping platform out for this. I forgot I don't have a rubber stamp that says Happy Halloween. I had to die cut out the words. So I want to put Happy Halloween on this slide out piece of the pumpkin. Even though you only see two cats here, there's a cat there, and a cat here. So when I color them, I'm going to color those cats darker because they're in the shadow. I know you're probably bored watching me cut this out. Apologize for that. Thought about doing it off camera, but then I want you to see what's involved. If you haven't seen these Too Much Fun rubber stamps, you need to check them out. I only see them ever at a convention for rubber stamp or card making or scrapbooking show. I do love them. I just haven't used them since I bought them, so this is the idea. This will go on here. It slides down like that. So I can get rid of my stamping platform. On here, I have cut out the word. This is just a generic die cut, and I want this to say Happy Halloween on this slide out piece. And we'll just use this glue because I haven't filled my little bottle yet. If I was going to put this on the front of the card, I might cut 2 or 3 of these out and stack them together to give a little dimension. Since this is so delicate of a die cut, you really couldn't like put foam tape or anything behind it to add dimension, so you kind of have to layer it up. I should use my tweezers. And we're going to put just like here. Okay, now we can color these pieces and hope that the colors will coordinate with this. If not, I can do a little bit more color blending on that to change the color of the background. For my Ohuhu markers for the pumpkin, I've chosen the Y495, a lemon yellow, for the inside areas, where a pumpkin is more of a yellow than an orange. And this yellow has a little bit of an orangey feel to it. At least on this paper. On some papers, you try it on, it's a bright yellow. And I don't know what paper this is. I know it's a smooth paper, but I don't know the brand because it was just in my scrap pile. And I get paper from everywhere. Stores, online, garage sales, my friends. So I have no idea what brand. But I found that each brand or type of paper, these alcohol ink markers show a slightly different color. Okay, and those are all cats back there, though there's a little bit of the pumpkin here. And I'd say right here. The rest are all cats. Now for the other color of the pumpkin, I've chose YR892 French Vermillion and YR696 Chrome Orange. I can't remember which one's the lighter color. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Doesn't take a lot of time to color. I am trying to do more coloring. I'm finding it relaxing most of the time. Now, when I get frustrated or go outside the lines, then it's not so much fun. It's very therapeutic and relaxing. And you can color right over the black here. That's why I use this VersaFine Clair. You can use it with alcohol ink markers. Now, if you don't have alcohol ink markers, you could color this with magic markers, gel pens, crayons, colored pencils, almost anything you have. Just pick some colors and go for it. And really, who says a pumpkin's got to be orange? What about maybe a purple and black pumpkin? That would be kind of cool. Or blue and black. They also make white pumpkins. Well, white pumpkins grow. People make all sorts of colored pumpkins. Okay, I was just going to take this lighter color just to see if it makes a difference here, and it probably doesn't. I'm not seeing any difference at all, so we're just not going to do that. I thought about adding some highlights. I should have done this maybe in the lighter color, but I'm not really fond of that color for a pumpkin. I want my pumpkins to be dark, like their traditional pumpkin. As I get older, I've grown more to appreciate pumpkins. My great-grandmother, God rest her soul, she used to make homemade from scratch pumpkin pie. And when I was a kid, oh my goodness, I absolutely hated her homemade pie. I much preferred the canned Libby's. Her pie was kind of yellowy orange, and to me it tasted horrid. But I was given some pumpkins this year. I tried growing them. They didn't grow for me. And I figured I'm going to try her pie filling. So I baked the pumpkin, gutted the pumpkin, cleaned the pumpkin out, and made her recipe from scratch. And oh my goodness, it was wonderful. The dumb kid in me didn't know what she was talking about. That pie was delicious, Grandma. And I had to apologize to her. This is a darker colored gray. So I'm going to use this for the cats that are in the background because they're just a shadow. You're really not going to see them anyways. And if I go use black, then all of the little dots and highlights disappear. But with this shade of gray, you might not be able to see it on camera, but I can still see all of the shading on here. And then I'm going to use this same color on the other cats for highlights. I kind of want to make them look like tabby cats that I have. Actually, I have 2 full gray and dark tabbies, and then 1 white and light gray tabby, and then 1 an orange long-haired ginger. I wanted to do black cats inside this pumpkin, but when I used black on my sample, everything was hidden. You couldn't tell it was a cat. You couldn't tell anything. So this way, I thought maybe a dark gray cat would suffice. And I'm going to do his collar in pumpkin orange. His or her collar. I'll have these colors linked below. Not linked, but named below. I am an independent craft maker. Okay, now, let's see if this yellow, that yellow's not much difference. Just want to try, yeah, we'll put a little bit in here. I won't color it in totally. I'll leave some of it white. Just to make like little highlights. Like a light is flickering. Okay, now let's see how this orange looks on here. It may not look great. Okay, that doesn't look bad. Coordinates really well. All right, so now we need to make this slide in and out. This part will be easy. But you know what? I'm going to put this down here first. Because once I get that slider on there, I don't want to turn it over and turn it upside down to get this lined up. Okay, now for the slider, I need some foam strips, and you could use any height you want. My foam strips are probably like an 1/8 inch. I know they're an 1/8 inch in width. I think they're also the same in height that they are in width. And I'm just going to put this, it's going to be weird. I'm actually going to put it on all 4 sides of the pumpkin, but we're only removing the sticky tape from 3 sides of the pumpkin, because I'll show you why here. Just a little piece for up there. Get down there. Now I only need half. I'm going to put about a half piece here. This is going to be a lip to keep the cat from sliding out totally. I guess the backing didn't come off this one. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so I'm going to take the tape off. Just from the 3 sides. And we're going to put that down here. And this, I'm going to put a little piece, just a little piece of this right at the bottom of that. And then I'm going to slide this in. Well, the best that I can here. I think I need to color that in yellow. Yeah. All right, let's trim this off a little bit. I will trim the corner and here. Trim the corner and just black off. See if that fits under there a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Now I need to, I'm going to color that in. Let's see. Maybe I'll go with the honey mustard. And I'm just going to get one of these little new blending brushes I got and just put a little honey mustard in there. Then that colors the white spot. Now, one little piece, a scrap of paper, and I am going to write. I don't have a stamp. If you have a stamp that says this, use it, but I'm just going to write P-U-L-L, pull, and glue that on the top here. And I'm just going to hold that for a moment. Now this, when you pull, should come out and it'll stop where those two pieces of foam went. All right, so let's put that back down. Now I have this generic bat die cut. This was my friend's, so I'm not sure where she got it from. And I cut it out of black, but I'm going to use my little Wink Stella pen. Okay, I had you here. Oh, there you are. In glitter black. And I'm just going to cover this. This will make the bat shine golden-y. If that's a word, but it's a word for me. And I'm going to put it on the moon. Just like that. I think we need a few gold sequins, so let me grab those. Okay. And I got a couple of different color golds here. This is more of a yellowy gold. It may go well. I'm just going to throw them on here just to see how I like the colors. Or I have more of a pale, and I think I like the yellowy gold better. So let's see where I want to put them now. I think I'll put one. Okay, bat, let's hold you down while you glue. Your glue dries. Let's see, I know I want one there. Just those three, I think. Well, no. My mind, pardon me, my mind is saying it needs something up here, but I don't, it would be interfered with when you pull this out, so I don't want to do that. So let's put one up there. Okay, that's where I'm going to put them. And I think I'm going to get my clear Wink of Stella, and we're going to make the cats glitter. They just need a little something to highlight the spookiness of the cats. I don't want to put the black on them because that will make them look too black. All right, and I will also use this on the inside of the eyes. So it makes it look like the pumpkin is glowing. But here, let's do the cats. And this one has open eyes, so I'm going to see if I can get a gel pen to stick. Sometimes the white gel pens work, sometimes they don't. Let's see if that one even works anymore. That one doesn't seem to be. Well, how about a silver? Let's try a little silver eyeball on these cats. And a little bit of silver on the whiskers. That's what it needed. You know, and I was going to highlight them with the darker gray, and I never did that. You should have stopped me. I know you're probably afraid that the phone was going to ring or someone was going to come to the door again. There we go. One Halloween card. in the beginning of April. Well, that's it. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Get your stamps out and play. I think for tomorrow, I have tons of scraps that I want to scrap papers that I want to go through and start using them and getting them made into projects. I don't know if it'll be a scrapbook page or a card using scraps, but I'm going to do something with scraps tomorrow. That's it. I hope you have a great rest of your day.